I'm a runner. And when I ran at home, I always ran along the Arkansas River. And the closest place that I found to the Arkansas River is Carnegie Lake. I'm Harper, and this is my Princeton story.
I think I had a lot of expectations coming into Princeton about what the Ivy League looked like. I joined cultural affinity groups almost instantly when I first got here, like the Muslim Student Association, the Association for Hispanic Students. You actually pronounce my first name 2 different ways, depending on if you're pronouncing it in Spanish or in Arabic. I choose whichever one I'm feeling on any given day, but I would introduce myself as, my name is Aisha Shebi, and I am a proud, visibly Muslim American Hispanic woman.
I'm Anisha Henry. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm in the class of 2023. I really value belonging, like making people feel comfortable, making people feel like they can be in a space and be different in a space and that they don't have to change or like fragment who they are.
I'm Evelyn Howe. I'm from Hong Kong. So something that I didn't realize before coming to Princeton was how big the arts communities are here on campus. And so I'm in Body Hype and 888. Those are 2 amazing dance groups that I love. I was also part of the Triangle Club. And when I came to Princeton, it felt like, wow, like I'm so glad I'm here because there are these communities for me that are such a huge part of my social life. I didn't even know that that was going to happen, and it's just something that I appreciate so much about being at Princeton now.
I'm Kriti Garg. I'm from the class of 2026. I'm from a state in eastern India, Odisha. The friendships I formed during international orientation, I meet up with them every day. You spend your every waking moment with these people. You're getting meals together, you're living together, you're going to events together. And after a certain point, it's not the place, it's these people who are home.
My name is Mutema Masheke, class of 2023. I was born and raised in Lusaka, Zambia. I came in thinking that I was just going to be a mechanical engineer. But over time at Princeton, I've learned that within myself is an artist, is an activist. Because of the support system, Princeton and beyond, that's been able to give me so much love and support. And that's encouraged me to be so many different versions of myself that I wouldn't be otherwise without it.
My name is Mohan Sethi Charity. The first club I joined when I got to Princeton was the Daily Princetonian. I hadn't really had experience doing journalistic writing before, but I knew that I had some ideas for changes that I think would be good. After many of my articles, I will hear back from someone in administration who said they were thinking about this or they liked this idea or something like that.
Hi, I'm Dusu Sidibe. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I have a lot of marginalized identities. I'm Black, I'm a woman, and I'm also Muslim. And so that's been kind of challenging navigating, but I've been able to find a community with each. We have the Carl A. Field Center, which we call CAF. I'm in PASA, which is the Princeton African Student Association. I also dance in Duro Bucci Dance Company. We have the Office of Religious Life for my religious identity. I don't think my experience would have been as fruitful if it wasn't for these places. So I really appreciate them.
I'm going to say something very cliche. As someone who's from Haiti, but I'm not able to travel back home as often as I would like. So I had to deconstruct and reconstruct my idea of a home. And for me, at Princeton, what that means is the people that I can rely on. As someone from the Caribbean, being the vice president of the African Student Association, I think that's a statement to how open that community has been and how it's been a huge part of my experience at Princeton.
Since I am from Trenton, New Jersey, I've been in Mercer County my whole life. My preparatory program was for high-achieving, low-income students, so I was surrounded by that demographic of excellence. My first introduction to the social life here at Princeton was Tiger Night. As a first year I attended and I sat on the top balcony of the theater and I was blown away. They are so talented and the energy, you could just feel it in the theater.
First and foremost, I am a Black man. And one of the things that I always do on this campus is make that a priority in my academics. Another identity of mine is I am a low-income student. It really provided a great place of comfortability and financial stability that a lot of other colleges, a lot of elite colleges don't always give you. Another thing is me being a journalist. Shout out to Director Anna Shields of the East Asian Department. She's always really guided me on what to do and what courses to take.
One thing I can definitely say is I've been able to be so many different versions of myself by participating in arts programs, by being a student leader on campus.
My first and second year here, I was on the wrestling team. That had kind of been the basis of my identity. I ended up leaving the team and started interacting with people at the Gender and Sexuality Resource Center. That was a space where myself as someone who identifies as queer could have the opportunity to be supported and in a way that was different from my initial experience as an athlete here.
I'm diagnosed with an autism spectrum disorder and a generalized anxiety disorder. That means sometimes I need some help, I need some accommodations. That's where the Office of Disability Services helps. It's provided me with extra time on exams, so after every hour of testing, I can get up and I can stretch or do jumping jacks or just breathe.
My advice would really be to come in and be involved. Don't just be a passive bystander. Don't just be watching your Princeton journey as if it's a spectacle. Be involved in shaping it, in shaping your Princeton experience.
The university has so many great people who are always looking for new perspectives. Rather than trying to gain a seat at the table, try to make your own table and decide which seats are there.
I feel like coming to Princeton has definitely allowed me to grow as a person. I feel so much more confident in myself now, and I've definitely grown a lot since the person I was in high school, and I think that's a lot to do with the fact that I've met a lot of really cool people who have supported me and shaped me.
I remember a big point in navigating my experience with identity at Princeton was when I stopped using hyphens or stopped describing myself as half Hispanic and half Arab, and I began fully identifying as I am Hispanic and Arab and Muslim.
I think the most important thing is to just try your best to be your authentic self. People don't tell you that that's a labor, that that's something you have to work at and it's a skill. I think once you do, it'll make you feel way more comfortable in all kinds of different areas in your life and make it much easier to navigate the difficulties of this university and this world in general.
As a junior now, I can say that I am very mature compared to my freshman self who was lost at first, and now I'm very self-aware, self-in-tune, and I know what I want, I know where I'm going.
Princeton gave me the support to hopefully, completely identify and love myself.
And that's the greatest thing about this institution. It provides you the resources to grow, and once it gives you those resources, it is now your responsibility to use them, to share them with the world.
My Princeton journey has been exciting and infuriating, but exhilarating at the same time. My Princeton journey, it has been everything for me.
You deserve to be here. You're meant to be here. You were picked among the thousands of applicants to be here for a reason. Always remember that.
I'm someone who now confidently takes up space with every aspect of her identity in every room that she enters and every space that she occupies on campus.
And that's my Princeton story.